Welcome to the breakdown recorded for September 3rd, 2020. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world right now that you may not have heard about. Now, these are my opinions. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. And if you'd like more stories like this, check out my Twitter account. I'll put a link to it down in the show notes, but look for Luke BK on Twitter for even more fun stories like this. All right, let's get into it because a lot's been happening in the world, starting off with Amazon's continued effort to get packages to you faster. So I know the pandemic has slowed down their delivery, especially on what they consider non-essential items. But Amazon's been working for same day or next day delivery to kind of become the standard as moving closer and closer to the same day. Now to do this, they've just received approval from the FAA to get a fleet of drones that will deliver packages to your door. So a drone can fly over, land, drop off a package, take off, go back. Even at one point it was talked that Amazon was looking at having blimps, so a big blimp would fly over your neighborhood, all these drones would fall out, fly off to all the different homes, fly back to the blimp and move on to the next area to repeat the process. They're not alone though. Other companies like FedEx has been looking at doing autonomous delivery, trying to speed it up. FedEx has been doing these little self-driving robot cars, like little itty-bitty self-driving vehicles that can drive right up to your porch, drop off a package and drive away. Instead of driving vehicles though, Amazon really wants to do it by drone. They're hoping that will really speed up the delivery of packages. Now, it also raises the question, are people going to start trying to knock these drones out of the air so they can get free Amazon packages? Or that autonomous drones, they're going to try to knock those over and take what's in them? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But the hope here is with more and more autonomous vehicles, allow faster delivery out there right now. So let me know, are you worried about the idea of having self-driving vehicles out there, whether it be on the land or in the air, delivering your packages? Leave me a comment. All right, next story up. Several pilots flying to LAX have reported seeing what they say appears to be a man on a jetpack flying through the air. Though there's some skepticism from experts who say that's probably not possible with how high these planes were on their approach and departure. According to reports from several pilots, including America, that quote, Tower America, here's the quote that was called on the communication. Tower America 1997, we just passed a guy in a jetpack. So the FBI is apparently investigating along with a few other agencies, trying to figure out what's really happening out there because it appears that somebody or something is flying by planes taking off and landing. Now there are restricted air zones and typically around major airports it's restricted. You're not allowed to fly jets, private airplanes without permission, etc. because they don't want a mid-air collision with a passenger jet taking off for landing, runs into a drone, sucks in the engine, knocks out the engine, for example. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Get your money in. Is this a drone that looks like a man in a jetpack? Is there really a man in a jetpack flying around out there? Get your bets in now. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, have you recently bought a bag of Lay's barbecue potato chips and kind of said this flavor doesn't taste right? Well, you may not be wrong. Lay's has apparently accidentally filled a bunch of Lay's barbecue potato chip bags with other flavors. Now the problem here is some of these flavors contain milk, which isn't disclosed in the barbecue chip ingredients, and if you have a milk allergy, that's not good. So they are recalling select sizes of barbecue Lay's potato chips. Have you ever had it where you buy a bag and you're like, this flavor doesn't taste right? I've always said that occasionally I think I buy a bag and the flavor is wrong in it. My friends always say I'm crazy, but I don't know. Let me know. Have you ever done that, bought something and been like, this isn't the flavor I want? And we're not just talking about like order a Coke and get a Diet Coke kind of thing. So leave me a comment, let me know. All right, stories of the weird. A man has been arrested apparently in Oklahoma City. He went through a Taco Bell drive-thru completely naked and said when he was arrested later after police were called, he said that his clothes were in the dryer and he really wanted his Taco Bell. So have you ever been so hungry for a fast food joint that you were willing to go there completely naked for it while you wait for your clothes to dry? Leave me a comment, let me know. What's the farthest or most craziest thing you've done to get some food out there. But I can't say I would ever do that. I will say I have driven through some pretty bad weather for food before. Leave me a comment. Let me know what would you do for some food, and what you think of this offense that, hey, my clothes were just happened to be in the wash that day. All right, so here's one of those things that makes you almost wonder why invent this, but it's actually kind of cool for people who may need this. But if you've ever wished to have a sixth appendage on your arm, there's a new company from New Zealand that has designed a second thumb. So you can get a second thumb on your hand to get 6 fingers. They say this allows for a lot more manipulation, a lot more different grips, and more when you're doing stuff. To me, I can't say I've ever said, man, I really wish I had a 6th finger. Now, a third hand would be something different. I definitely have had times where I'm like, man, I wish I just had one more arm here. That, I'm carrying something big, had another arm to open the door. That would be very helpful. But this new appendage, you can strap it onto your current hand and have a thumb added to your hand for 2 thumbs for better grip and manipulation. So here's the question of the day, and I really want to hear back from you. Would you rather have 2 thumbs, third hand? What if you could add anything? What would it be? I can say I would probably rather have a third hand or fourth hand, 2 more, rather than another finger on my hand. So leave me a comment, let me know. And Citibank is suing because they accidentally overpaid $176 million to a company. So apparently Citibank was managing payments for a company who is in debt to others. They were supposed to make an interest payment and accidentally overpaid it by $176 million. Now they're suing to get that money back in an attempt to prevent that company from keeping it. Now the company is owed that money, but Citibank accidentally overpaid and now is asking for the money back. That always raises the big question. If you are the one who made the mistake and overpaid, is the other person legally liable to turn over that money? Now, if you are, for instance, if I send money and it's accidentally rerouted, you receive money by mistake through the bank, yeah, there have been cases where people received money and then gone and spent it, and it found out that was considered theft and they weren't allowed to do that and more. Now, here's the question. You owe me money. You overpay me partial part of that debt. Am I obligated to give you now part of that money back since you actually did owe me that money? You just didn't mean to send me as much as you sent me for that debt there. So that's going to be a very interesting case here. Now, is this a, sorry, you should have been more careful? Or, hey, this was a mistake, you need to return it. And that's probably why this is in a civil case, not a criminal case, as opposed to somebody receiving money they weren't owed at all, accidentally receiving it, running and spending it before the bank can reclaim it. That has been deemed to be an illegal theft there. If you find something that was accidentally left in your possession and you sell it, spend it before making an effort to try to return it to the rightful owner. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But let me know, have you ever accidentally received money that will, overpayments or anything like that? I can't say that's happened to me, but there are stories of people waking up with millions of dollars in their bank account. I think one guy accidentally received a ton of people's unemployment checks earlier this year all into his account. So let me know. All right, so love to hear some feedback from you guys. What you think, and ladies, what you think of this channel. I'm definitely from the Midwest. When I lived in Texas, I would have said y'all. Now I'm in Michigan, and apparently in the Midwest, everybody says guys no matter who you're talking. Men, women, everything. We call everybody guys in the Midwest. So let me know, are you from the Midwest? Do you do that? I'd love to hear from you. But we're sticking with the Tuesday and Thursday schedule for these breakdowns. I'd love to hear your feedback. Would like to get back into the daily or weekly or bi-weekly live shows. Would you like us to get back in live shows where we sit, we chat? I'm looking at getting a desk right here. I can put my monitor, some stuff right here, and do a live show right here in this setup for the live show. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you like that more often or not. I'd love to hear from you. But we're working on trying to develop more videos like the top 5 side jobs to make more money video. Do you like those? Do you want to see more of those? Are there a particular topic you'd like to see? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I really want to hear from you. But I really want to say thank you to everybody. I hope you have a fantastic Labor Day. I know this is kind of a weird time. Traditionally, YouTube channels and more are very slow. Back to school's happening, last minute summer vacations, Labor Day, and more. Things get a little slow, but I really want to say thank you. The channel's growing faster than I thought it would be at this stage. We're seeing regular people joining every single day, subscribing. So if you're new, welcome. If you're finding me again, I love to see you here. Thanks for those kind words. I've seen a lot of people finding me recently. So thanks for your support. I'll see you all next week. And look for more videos to start coming out more regularly after the Labor Day holiday. Enjoy your Labor Day if you're in the United States. If you're outside the United States, be safe. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you all real soon.